Chuck Samples on KVOE social media here today, doing this report just before 11 o'clock, and there's a slight risk of severe weather, although as you look behind me, the big bullseye is well off to our north and east, but there are some hazards here for this evening and the overnight, so let's get into it. As you saw from a distance here in the last slide, this is the Storm Prediction Center's hazards outlook, the risk areas here for later on today. Where you see the arrow point, that's where Emporia is at, the junction of I-35 and the Kansas Turnpike, and a slight risk of severe weather in between enhanced risk areas. And as you can see, the moderate risk area well to our north, and actually has shrunk over the last couple of days, covering portions of Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. This here is a closer look at things closer to home. Everybody in the slight risk area, or level 2 out of 5 on the Storm Prediction Center scale. And going through this risk by risk, main concern here, especially in that hatched area, which basically means significant activity within a certain number of miles from a given point. Baseball-sized hail is a distinct possibility, even though we do not have the tornadic risk that we're going to see elsewhere across the country. Wind also a concern. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust is a possibility here with any storms that come out of the area here tonight. And we're not saying that we do have a high-end tornado risk, but tornadic activity can't be ruled out here, especially this evening. Now, what you saw was really for the risks for the evening round. We're looking at the possibility of isolated supercells, and we could only be looking at maybe 1, 2, or 3 different storms crossing the eastern half of the state here this evening. But we are looking at more widespread thunderstorm activity during the overnight time period. A little bit different risk possibilities, looking at hail, but to golf ball size as opposed to baseballs, and still looking at 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts as a possibility. And given the fact that we've had a lot of rainfall chances over the last week, we're still looking at a possibility of maybe some localized, isolated flooding, depending on how things go, specifically with overnight storms. As always, we'll be breaking into our online coverage on KVOE and KVOE.com this evening as needed. Get updates from the KVOE Storm Team Spotter Network as needed here as well tonight. And just again, the risk is not huge here across the listening area until we get to the overnight period, at least as far as the widespread nature. And the core risk is actually further elsewhere. But we'll keep you posted here on KVOE, KVOE.com, and KVOE social media tonight.